Hi, this is Drew with Daniels Ag Services with your late morning update on the WASDE report. So without further ado, let's take a look at the numbers. I'm just going over a select few here. But first we're going to take a look at corn, beans, and wheat. As far as corn and beans go, the yield, we've got little red dots next to corn and wheat and a red or green one next to beans. That's because beans is trading a little more bullish and corn and wheat are trading bearish right now as far as the market's receiving the numbers. Yield came in higher for corn over the estimate. It's one of the reasons we're bearish, as well as production and ending stocks all came in higher for corn. So corn market as such is trading bearish down around 14 1/4 right now. For beans, yield and production came in pretty much right at what the trade was expecting. Ending stocks, though, was the big deal here. 165 million was the estimate. Ending stocks came in around 150. If you remember from the morning report, ending stocks is really the one thing that we can't afford to lose, and the market's taking note. Right now we're only up 4 3/4 cents in November beans. A lot of that is likely due to the fact that they added 3 million metric tons of production for Brazil. So soybeans really is a world market nowadays, especially with South America producing as much as they do. So that's really kind of hampering the beans take off to another level. So that's one thing to keep your eye on. But they did lower that. Right now, the increase in Brazil, the trade's starting to take note of that, and we're trading higher. Beans has really been on a yo-yo. We've been higher, we've been lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. And right now, like I said, we're about 5 3/4 higher as of right now. And then ending stocks came in slightly higher for wheat based on the expectations. So as discussed, beans were really the main thing we were wanting to take a look at in this report. Corn surprisingly did come in with a higher yield, production, and ending stocks, and as such we're seeing it trade lower. Beans, while the ending stocks did end up being lower, the market's looking at it globally right now and noticing that, okay, Brazil was increased. Is that more than enough to make up for our downfall here in the United States? So things to keep your eye on. That's just a few numbers from the report. If you want the full analysis, head over to grainanalyst.com. Go to the real-time USDA analysis. It covers all the USA markets. You'll still need to go to the WASDE page for the global expectations, but the USDA USA numbers can be found on the Grain Analyst website. So if you got any questions, let us know. Otherwise, have a great day.
This material is conveyed as a solicitation for entering into a derivatives transaction. This material has been prepared by a Daniels Ag Services broker who provides research, market commentary, and trade recommendations as part of his or her solicitation for accounts and solicitation for trades. Daniels Ag Services, its principals, brokers, and employees may trade in derivatives for their own accounts or for the accounts of others. Due to various factors, such as risk tolerance, margin requirements, trading objectives, short-term versus long-term strategies, technical versus fundamental market analysis, and other factors, such trading may result in the initiation or liquidation of positions that are different from or contrary to the opinions and recommendations contained therein. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future performance. The risk of loss in trading futures contracts or commodity options can be substantial, and therefore, investors should understand the risks involved in taking leveraged positions and must assume responsibility for the risks associated with such investments and for their results. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances and financial resources. You should read the risk disclosure accessed at www.danielsagservices.com. Daniels Ag Services is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse any trading system, newsletter, or similar service. Daniels Ag Services does not guarantee or verify any performance claims made by such systems or services.